Assalomu alaykum, aziz talabalar. O'zbekiston Milliy universiteti xorijiy filologiya fakulteti ingliz filologiyasi kafedrasi o'qituvchisi Ph.D. Abdullayeva Nargiza Erkinovna bugun sizlar bilan chet tillarini o'qitishning integrallashgan kursi fanidan dars olib boradi. Bu darsimiz 4-kurs 8-semestr uchun mo'ljallangan. Mavzuyimiz Testing and Assessment. Endi ruxsatingiz bilan darsimizni ingliz tilida olib boramiz. Is testing a good or a bad thing? What is your opinion? Testers think that teachers tend to be unspecific about their aims and objectives. Moreover, they are disinterested in finding out whether goals and objectives have been met. Can we do without teaching or testing? Probably yes, because learning can occur in spite of teaching and or testing, despite any kind of formal evaluation. The outcomes of teaching can be assessed without any form of testing. Testing may be used to measure what people already know. Is testing synonymous with the terms below? For example, evaluation. Evaluation may focus on the effectiveness or impact of a program of instruction, examination, or project. Students are usually not asked to evaluate, while teachers carry out or take part in evaluation only in some contexts. Experts or the authorities are most commonly legitimized to carry out formal evaluation. The next term is measurement. Measurement is the process of determining the amount or length of something when compared with a fixed unit. For example, using a ruler to measure lengths. In language teaching, measurement constitutes the quantification of language proficiency. Aspects of language knowledge, specific abilities and skills are measurable when there are transparent criteria and precise analysis of data. Is assessment synonymous with testing? No, it is not fully. Assessment is a more encompassing term than testing. It's a process of gathering, interpreting, and sometimes recording and using information about students' responses to an educational task in order to provide the next learning step. Furthermore, assessment is primarily concerned with providing teachers and our students with feedback information. In language teaching, it's a local or global procedure, though which one can appraise one or more aspects of language proficiency. At last, assessment is transparent when clear assessment criteria have been predetermined. Is there one form of assessment? No, there are several classifications of assessment we know. The usual one is this. There are different forms of assessment including continuous assessment, formative assessment, summative assessment, self-assessment, peer assessment. The most common forms of assessment. First one is continuous assessment. It refers to the activities required by students during the conduct of a course. It takes place within the normal teaching period and contributes to the final assessment. The second common form of assessment, formative. It refers to observations which allow one to determine the degree to which students know or are able to perform a given task. It involves all those activities assigned by teachers and performed by students as well, which provide information used as feedback so that teaching may meet students' needs. It can also include teachers' assessment, feedback, and feed-forward. The most common form, the third type, is also summative assessment. It's usually carried out at the conclusion of a unit or units of instruction, activity or plan in order to assess acquired knowledge and skills at that particular point in time. It usually serves the purpose of giving a grade or marking a judgment about the student's achievements in the course. Other forms of assessment, yes, less frequently used, but increasingly important forms they are. First one, self-assessment. It occurs when an appraisal instrument is self-administered for the specific purpose of providing performance feedback, diagnosis, and prescription recommendations rather than a pass-fail decision. Students engage in a systematic review of their progress and achievement, usually for the purpose of improvement. It may involve comparison with an exemplar, success criteria, or other criteria. It may also involve critiquing one's own work or a description of the achievements obtained. And next type, peer assessment. It occurs when students judge one another's work on the basis of reference criteria. This can occur using a range of strategies. The peer assessment process needs to be taught, and students need to be supported by opportunities to practice it regularly in supportive and safe classroom environment. Does assessment include testing? Yes, of course it does. Testing is a particular kind of assessment which focuses on eliciting a specific sample of performance. The implication of this is that in designing a test, we construct specific tasks that will elicit performance from which we can make the inferences we want to make about the characteristics of students, groups, or individuals. So, this is all for today's theme. Thank you for your attention. If you have any questions, please feel free to contact